Count the moves, please. How many moves? How many moves did I make? 1, 3. Today I'm going to talk to you about 3 plus 1, which is 4 moves to unlock the potential of a great speaker in each one of us and the potential of a great leader in each one of us. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. I will talk to you about my journey, what I learned as a mentee, and from that, through induction, deduction, how to become a great mentor to another person in Toastmasters. There is such thing as a square, a 4-step square for mentoring or unlocking the potential. L, listen. O, observe. C, choose one or at the most 2. K, keep them encouraged. First, listen. About 8 months ago, I was not sure I'll get a job, and I asked myself, what do I want to do with my life? I got a retirement already from California after 26 years as a public educator. Pretty good retirement, I would say, in standard American standard. Not up to my standard, but the standard. It's a pretty good retirement. Then I said, what should I do with myself? Well, I like talking. I like to speak. And I also think about how to stay young all the time after, especially 3 years ago when the doctor said I may die from high bad cholesterol. So it took another level. So I was thinking about health all the time because I don't want to die. So I joined 4 Toastmasters. So the first one I went was Lunch Bunch Toastmasters. And there was one guy, I call him Mr. H. He listened to my table topics to such an extent, I happened to win that first table topic. Maybe they just, because I'm a new guy, they gave it to me. But anyway, he was listening to everything I said. I talk about Michael Greger. I talk about the book, How Not to Age. And at the parking lot, he said, I'm going to get into that book. I'm going to purchase that book. And he just listened to me. And I would talk about Vin Giang motivating me to become a professional speaker. And then he started watching videos on Vin Giang and everything. So that kind of listening skill, so interest in me and actually follow up what he said, I thought that was a great way to mentor a person. He was not my formal mentor, but he is my informal, and I never forgot that. And sometimes he would visit Toastmasters at UK Blue, Big Blue. He would come over, and I would never forget him because he had such great listening skills and such an impression on me. So listening, that's how you can become a great and unlock the great leader and great speaker in another person. Second is O, observe. Being in 3 Toastmasters now, because I got a job, I had to quit the Lunch Bunch. Different people give me evaluations. So in some sense, they are my evaluators. In some sense, they're my mentors because they're giving me feedback. Now, somebody would say, your introduction was very good. So that's an observation. But when one really observe, when, let's say, I give an imaginary, that's how thing, really observe how I did my introduction, how you use the combo lock and ask people how many moves you make, that really caught, I noticed, the audience's attention. Now that's a difference between kind of nebulous observation and concrete observation. That will help, I feel, as a mentee to me to unlock the potential in me, being specific in your observations. C, choose one or at most two. Now the evaluation form you have, talk about one thing you may want to work on and then one challenge. So that's at most two. But in Toastmasters, I have some, as a mentee, as an evaluatee, as a speaker, I have some feedback where in the beginning you were way too loud, you were pacing back and forth, you did not look at the left and the eye contact, your gestures a little wild, you were monotone, and so on and so on. It was like, whoa. I look at it, for me, it doesn't matter that much, but I look at it from a point of view of somebody who don't have any experience, completely new coming into Toastmasters. You give them 10 tips, it's like giving them 10 passwords. It's hard to remember, right? As opposed to, if you just slow down and look at the audience instead of pacing back and forth, slow down, you probably will get double the impact. Just one tip. I would say for most new ones coming in and give the first speech, that will help them a lot. Especially public speaking is the number one fear. Second is death. Second is death. So it's when you go to a memorial service, a funeral, it's actually somebody would rather be in the casket than to give the eulogy. So keep that in mind when a new person comes in Toastmasters. K, keep them encouraged. I have two professional mentors for me. Over the years, I have 1 year as a teacher, fifth grade class, 33 something, a lot of wild, bad people in there. They were bad kids, really bad. So I had a mentor to help me out. She was really not that good because she gave me a lot, too many tips too. I just don't remember. And then she began to lose hope on me. Her tone was like, I'm a hopeless case. And finally, I got so mad. I mean, she was like half my age. That did not help. But anyway, I was so mad. I said, you're telling me I have a JD degree, I have an EDD, I'm willing to learn and put off the effort, and I have a heart for the kids, and you say I cannot improve? You're a lousy coach. You're a lousy mentor. Maybe I shouldn't have said that, but I felt so bad because she did not encourage me. Now, a bonus tip. I got about 1 minute. It's good to have a knowledge base when you mentor somebody. So you see that? It's good to show them there's 6 paths there. Show them this. Show them that there's 6 paths. Show them about the different levels and what the requirements, not just the speeches, but also the roles. Show them level 2, show them level 3, and so on. So I'm going fast because I want you to use this as a reference for you could go to Jake to get a copy, you could copy, and you could do whatever you want, change it to your name, it doesn't matter. I just want the new people to come in to be mentored in a good way. You might even spend half an hour explaining on a Zoom on a weekend with them how to get roles and speech names and so on. You see that? All those things. So with that, let's unlock the potential of every new Toastmasters coming in.